Is it audible now? Please confirm. I hope it must be audible now. Okay, finally. Good. So in between, if there is any issue in sound, then please confirm. I will change the mic. It may be that it is not properly charged. Harshit, is it fine now? Abhi sabse achhi awaaz aa rahi hai? Okay. These mics are very costly. Okay, let's start now. So this is officially, I hope, last algebra class. Manas had few doubt. Yes, Manas, please confirm. Tell me. Modulus is not in 10th standard, right, guys? Yes, Tony, that's correct. Because I don't remember doing this topic in my high school. That's perfectly fine. That's true. It's audible now. Manas was asking some doubt. We know iQuanta has a lot of money. It is given by you guys only. It's good, by the way. I had one mic that got corrupted, so a new mic was purchased, and this was first time for me. I was shocked to know the price of this small mics. It is around 20,000. Graph is remaining that we are going to do today. Linear inequality may, if LHS RHS may equal, Manas says linear inequality may, if LHS and RHS may equal terms, then why can we not cancel? Because that can be infinite. Manas, if it is a variable, everyone please tell me the answer. Is it possible that, say, x equals x plus 40? What can be the value of x? Can you please answer in the comments? तनिष्क जो आपने बोला ये पढ़ाया था आपने नहीं. I don't remember. This is the greatest integer function. I don't remember हमने discuss किया था नहीं. Otherwise we will do it today. Don't worry. Greatest integer question will also be covered. Okay, Shuchi is also asking same thing. Okay, I will do that. Yes, answer for this one. CBD? No, it can't be determined. It can be. It is not CBD. It is not CBD. X is x plus 40 is satisfied when x tends to infinite. So infinity is the answer for this. Yes, infinitely large number. If x is infinitely large, then by adding 40, it is going to remain infinitely large. So infinity is the answer for this equation. So that's why in a linear equation, in LHS and RHS, when they are equal, so we can cancel the variable only if we are sure that it is not infinity. Otherwise, we can't cancel. Fine. In this case, we can't say cancel x and then 40 equals to 0. That is the wrong conclusion. Is it fine? Okay, and regarding this part, greatest integer function, so we will do it today. We will just discuss basic thing about this in today's class. Okay, let's move now. So I'm starting with the modulus part, and in the modulus last class, we have discussed what is the meaning of modulus. We discussed about basic graph of modulus also, and we treated this modulus as a distance function. I hope you remember all those things. Okay, so Manas is asking something else. X minus 40, x minus 50 is less than. That is linear inequality. X minus 40, x minus 30. In this question, I'm asking. Yes, we can't cancel variable here. We can't cancel variable. Let me write. Manas is asking question like this. He's saying x minus 40 into x minus 50, let's say, is less than x minus 40 into x minus 30. So can we cancel x minus 40 on both sides? No. We discussed about this also. That is not the right way. We may get the incomplete answer. So in this case, what we are supposed to do, we have to take one side on the other. Basically, one side should be made 0. Let's bring all this part to left hand side and then take x minus 40 common. So it is x minus 40 into x minus 50 minus x minus 30, right? And this becomes less than 0. Now that's the requirement. So this will give us the answer. So simplifying this, we will get x is cancelled, minus 50 plus 30 will make it minus 20. This is minus 20 into x minus 40 should be less than 0, which means 20 times x minus 40 should be greater than 0, or basically x minus 40 should be greater than 0, which means x should be greater than 40. So that's the answer. If we cancel x minus 40, then what you are going to get? Pata nahi. Okay, so we can't cancel. So whenever we are having inequality case, it is always better to make one side 0 or constant number. Fine. Reverse तो हम कर ही रहे हैं ना. अगर if it is equal sign, then also we are going to reverse it. But variables can't be cancelled like that. ठीक है? What is the reason for this? I told you, you will be getting incomplete answer. Sometimes obviously totally wrong answer. So x minus 40, when we are multiplying x minus 40 on both sides, then we are getting this relation. Now x minus 40 can be a positive number, can be a negative number. So it depends on the value of x. So that will affect this relation between the two sides. So because we are unaware about the value, see, if it had been 5x is less than 5y. Everyone please answer this. 5x is less than 5y. Now can you say x is less than y? Can we say is x less than y? That's my question. Yes or no? Yes, certainly. It's certainly true. So 5 is a constant number that can be directly cancelled, and even if we don't cancel it, so bring 5y on the other side, we'll be having 5 times x minus y is less than 0. Now 5 is certainly a positive number, so this x minus y should be negative. That means x is less than y. ठीक है ना? So whenever we are having a constant term, that we can cancel directly also, there's no issue. But if we are having a variable term as common term, so that can't be cancelled certainly. Fine? Okay. ठीक है. So let's move further now. So regarding modulus, let me revise quickly. We have discussed what is the meaning of modulus. So mod x is equal to 3. Please tell me the values for x fast. Let's revise fast. What is mod x equal to 3? What are the possible values of x? There are two values, plus minus 3, right? So whenever we remove this modulus sign, so we put plus or minus sign. That is one basic way. Okay, if x minus 1 mod equals 3. Now what are the possible values of x? What are the possible values of x? Shubhankar, that's the wrong answer. It's not minus 3 to 3. These are exactly two values, minus 3 and 3 in this first case. Now I'm asking about the second one, x minus 1 mod, that is equal to 3. 4 and minus 2. Yes, that's correct. 4 and minus 2. Not minus 4, Sumedha. 4 and minus 2, that is correct. Good. See, so how to solve this? So again, the basic way, if you remove the modulus, then there will be two cases. So either this x minus 1 is plus 3 or it is equal to minus 3. You can make two cases always. So that means x minus 1 equal 3 or x minus 1 equals minus 3. So these are two cases. So both will give us the answer. So this will give us x equals 4. That's the correct answer. And this will give us x is minus 2. Right? That was one of the ways. And other way also we had discussed. That this is, we can treat as a distance function. So this x minus 1 mod means the numerical value only. And x minus 1, it tells us the distance between the 2 points on number line. Right? It just tells us the distance between 2 points on number line. So number line, there are 2 points, 1 and x. And their distance is 3. That means x lies at a distance of 3 from this point 1. So 3 on the positive side or 3 on the negative side. So on the positive side, the point comes out to be plus 4. And on the negative side, it comes out to be minus 2. That's how we can get the answer. Our distance yahi hai, Shani. That is only distance method. That x minus 1 mod equals to 3. So on the number line, wherever it is written 1 is the distance of this point from origin. Wherever is 4, so 4 is the distance of this point from origin. So x is also a certain point somewhere. I don't know where it is. So but what I know is now is x minus 1. That means the distance between x and 1. That should be equal to 3. So that x may lie ahead of this point 1 or it may lie behind this point 1. And at a distance 3. So distance between these 2 points, x and 1, should be 3. So position of 1 is fixed. So x must lie 3 steps ahead or 3 steps behind. So that's how we got the values plus 4 and minus 2. Is it okay? Exactly. So this is the critical point we can say. Yes, Manas, we will do it at the end. We are having some more questions like that in today's session. We will discuss that. Okay, so that's all the part we had discussed earlier. And I think we also discussed about the graph. We also discussed graph like this, y is equal to x mod. What will be the shape of the graph? What will be the shape of graph for y is equal to x mod? Can you just write in the comments? What is the shape of this graph? Y equals x mod. Yes, it's a V graph. Nice. So it's a V. Achha, can you tell me what will be the angle at this vertex? What will be this angle? What will be this angle? It's not U shape, it's V shape, Anant. What will be the angle at this vertex? It is 90 degree. Good. It is 90 degree. Because these two lines are y equals x and y equals minus x. These two lines are y equals x and y equals minus x. So angle between them is always 90 degree. Agar yahan par koi coefficient nahi hai to. If there had been some coefficient, then angle may change. Yes, exactly. Okay. Can you tell me the coordinates of this vertex? What are the coordinates of this vertex? What are the coordinates of this vertex? Yes, it is 0, 0 in this case. Good. So x coordinate kaise pata lagega? X coordinate we can find by checking the value of x, which makes this term inside this modulus part 0. So yahan par x ko kya put kare? What should be the value of x so that this term becomes 0? That is 0. And by putting that, what is the value of y? That is also 0. So 0, 0 is the vertex. Okay, let me ask one more case. Y equals x minus 1 mod. What is the shape of this graph? What is the shape of this graph? Y is equal to x minus 1 mod. Yes, it is again same, exactly same shape. Only difference is that now this graph has been shifted. Will the angle also be 90 degree? Yes. Now the coordinate, thank you, Sanskar is sharp. He has written directly the answer. It is a V shape, same angle. Now only thing is that the graph is now shifted. Now the vertex is 1, 0. So by putting x equals 1, then this term is going to become 0. And at that value, y is also become 0. So 1, 0 is the coordinate of the vertex here. Okay, if y equals to, let's say, I say 2 times x plus 1 minus 3. First tell me the shape of the graph. First tell me shape of the graph. Two times mod of x plus 1 minus 3. What will be the shape? Of course, it is going to be V only, but will the angle remain 90 degree now? Will the angle remain 90 degree now? Will the angle remain 90 degree now at the vertex? No. Yes, no, angle will not be 90 degree. I told you earlier, if there had been some coefficient, then angle will change. Angle will be now more than 90 or less than 90? Koshani says more than 90. सोच के बताओ. Angle at the vertex will now be more than 90 or less than 90? See, y is twice of x. X को 1 लोगे तो y is increasing more. So the graph will be closer to y-axis now. Angle will reduce. Angle will reduce. Yes, it will be less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree, Anshita. Yes, exactly, Manas. Because it is increasing at a faster pace. Good, good. That's a good understanding. But it's a very simple thing, na? By taking a value of x as 1, y will be increasing 2 steps. Okay, so it is same V graph, V-shaped graph, but now angle will change because of this coefficient 2. Acha, what is the vertex for this graph? What is the vertex for this graph? I think somebody wrote. Yes, Anirudh has mentioned. Vertex for this graph. Yes, -1, -3. Manas is asking, will it be 45 degree? Malum nahi, we need to use coordinate geometry for that and trigonometry maybe. But just by saying it, I'm not sure what will be the angle, but it will be less than 90 degree for sure. Yes, vertex is -1, -3. Okay, so that's a quick recap of all the things which we had done earlier. I think we are in a position to proceed further now. Any doubts so far? Shall we proceed further now? Okay. So this is the first part for today. Krishna Bajaj is asking, less than क्यों होगा sir? एक बार फिर थोड़ा समझा दो. Krishna Bajaj, here's a small exercise for you and others also, those who may have doubt. You just try to draw the graph for y is equal to x mod and y is equal to twice of x mod, and you will get your answer yourself. Okay, those who are having any doubt, about the angle which we just discussed, you just try to draw the graph for these two equations. You will get your answer. Fine. So y is equal to x mod and y is equal to twice of x mod. You draw it on your own. Okay, no need to tell anything else. Whatever I had to tell, I had already told that. Okay, let's come to today's topic now. So graphs for mod x plus mod y equals to k. There are some specific type of graphs. This is one of them which have been asked in CAT repeatedly. Bar, repeatedly in many years, continuous, consecutive years, they have been asked, and various kinds of questions have been asked on this. So we are going to discuss all those things. So mod x plus mod y equals to k. See, how to make graph for this? If you remove this modulus sign, so you are going to get how many cases? 4 cases, right? You are going to get 4 cases. Can you tell me what are going to be the 4 cases? Yes, they ask shape of the graph, they ask the area of the graph, they ask the number of integral points inside the graph. Many questions are there. Pranav? W banega, square banega, many things you are telling. There will be 4 equations. Yes, plus, minus, plus, ऐसा सब करके. There will be 4 cases, and the 4 cases would be x plus y equals k, x minus y equals k, minus x plus y equals k, and minus x minus y equals k. ठीक है ना? I hope that is very clear. So there will be 4 cases. You will replace this modulus sign with x with plus minus. So it will be plus x or minus x. Same with plus y or minus y. You will be getting 4 combinations. But now, important point is that all these are 4 straight lines. So do we need to consider those all complete line? No. Yes, 4 quadrant के हिसाब से. Yes, good Pranav. That's a nice point. Can you tell me this x plus y equals to k? This equation is valid for which quadrant? That means mod x को x and mod y को y कब लिखेंगे? In which quadrant? Yes, first quadrant. How do you get to know first quadrant? Can you give the reason for that? That's correct answer, by the way. How do you get to know this is for the first quadrant? Because in the first quadrant, x is positive and y is positive. Yes, both positive. Good. So in the first quadrant, x is also positive, so mod x will be x, and y is also positive, so mod y will be y. So x plus y equals to k. So when x equals 0, y equals to k, and when y equals to 0, x is equal to k. So this will be the shape of the graph in this first quadrant. This line x plus y is equal to k is actually infinite line, but I need to only consider the portion which is inside the first quadrant. Is it fine? Is it fine so far? ठीक है ना? We need to consider only this portion of the graph, this portion of this line which is intercepted inside the first quadrant. Okay. The moment I move to the second quadrant, the equation doesn't remain same. It will change. Okay. In second quadrant, what will happen? Now x will be negative, y will be positive, right? So it will become something like this. So if you will draw the graph, it will look like something like this. And many of you had already told that square graph, and it is famous also by the name what we call diamond shape. Sometimes it is mentioned diamond shape. So this will be the shape of the graph where all these vertices, you know, it is k comma 0. This is 0 comma k. This is minus k comma 0. and 0, minus k. Is it fine so far? हाँ पतंग बन गई exactly. You can say patang also. Yes, kite shape you can say. In kite normally two sides are equal and two other sides are equal, but they are different from the earlier shape. So you can call it rhombus, you can call it square, you can call it diamond, kite. ठीक है, all are valid words. Okay. We'll come back. बाद में उड़ाएंगे kite. Now tell me, can you tell me the length of each side length? There are side length for this quadrilateral, and all the side lengths are equal or not? All the side lengths of this quadrilateral, are they equal or not? They are equal. Yes, root 2k is the side length. This is k, 90 degree, this is root 2k. Right. Achha, is it actually square? Will the angle be 90 degree here? If all the angles are 90 degree for sure, are we sure about that? Will all these four angle at the vertices, will they be 90 degree? Are we sure about that? How we are sure about that? Some of you are saying no. Priyanka, Preeti, Shaurya, how do you say yes? Kashish. अरे बाबा लेंथ तो रोम्बस में भी इक्वल होती है ना. इन रोम्बस आल्सो ऑल द साइड्स आर इक्वल बट नॉट ऑल एंगल्स आर इक्वल. रिमेंबर काजू कतली है ना. How we are sure about that these angles at vertices will be 90 degree? That's my question. देखने में लग रहा है, by seeing it we can estimate it. It's looking like that. We just know. Pranav says. Okay, Muskan is saying good thing. Angle at K0 will be 45. That's a good point. Angle at K0, this angle, she's saying 45. Are we sure about this angle is 45? Yes. This length is K, and this angle at origin is 90 degree. Angle at origin is 90 degree, right? So this angle, this triangle is an isosceles right triangle. So 45, 45. Same way, this is also 45, 45, and so on. So that confirms that each angle at these vertices, the four vertices, is 90 degree. Is it fine? हाँ, geometry तो हर जगह आएगा. हाँ, ठीक है. Graph means geometry only, Kashish. Is it okay? Yes, x-axis and y-axis they intersect always 90 degree. That is for sure, na? Okay, fine now. आशु जी ने क्या लिख दिया ये? पता नहीं. Okay. ठीक है, fine. So now this is a square. That's why I was calling it a square. And now can you tell me the area of this square? This is one variety of question. Area of this square. What will be the area of this square? Asher, that was the side length. Side length was root k, na? 2 root k. अरे उल्टा गया. K root 2, sorry. Side length was k root 2. Okay, I'm asking about the area now. Okay, area is 2k square. ठीक है, side length मालूम है तो area आ गया. How did you find area by the way? Side length का square करते, that is one of the ways. Is there any other way? Area, that is side square. Area of a square is side square. Side into side, that's correct. So side is k root 2 here. So k root 2, if you will square it, you will get 2k square. Any other way to find area of a square? Exactly, Shaurya. You forgot to put half along with that. Hari, that is fine. Sum of area of 4 triangles. So sum of area of 4 triangles can be done, and combined we can say it is half d square. Basically half d1 into d2. Half d1 into d2. So whenever diagonals of a quadrilateral intersect at 90 degree, its area is given by half d1 d2. In this case, both diagonals are of same length. That is 2k. So it is half into 2k square, which means 4k square by 2. That will give you 2k square. Is it okay? A graph means geometry only. Little bit geometry is there, and these are the questions which have been asked regarding this this graph. Is it fine so far? Pranav says upper triangle area above x-axis into 2. हाँ ठीक बात है. We can find area of each triangle then multiply by 4. That is also good way. Fine. D is diagonal here, Ankit. D is diagonal here. So in case of any quadrilateral where diagonals intersect at 90 degree, its area is given by half d1 d2. अरे rhombus का area जानते हो कैसे निकालते हैं? How do you find area of a rhombus? This is a rhombus with all sides equal, and here also diagonals intersect at 90 degree. So if this one diagonal is d1, other is d2, its area is given by half d1 d2. And in case of square, both diagonals are of equal length. That's it. Don't worry, by practice it will be okay, Ankit. Okay, let's move further now. So we have calculated each side length, we have calculated the length of diagonal, we have calculated the area inside this graph. So question कैसे आता है? Question asks you, what is the area bounded by the this equation? If it is given that mod x plus mod y equals 4, the question is find the area bounded by the region. Find the area bounded by this region. Please answer this question fast. Find the area bounded by this region. Please answer fast. Yes, that's true. Good, Shobhajit. Anirudh, that's not correct. Muskan, Shaurya, Aditya, that's right answer. 32. Vanshika, Harsh. Good. See, now in just place of k, we need to write 4. So 4 plus 4, 8 is the length of the diagonal. So half of 8 into 8, that is 32. So answer is simply half of 8 square, that is 32. Okay. So this is the type of question which has been asked repeatedly in CAT by changing values, of course. Okay, before moving further, let me ask you one more thing. Till this point, is it okay? Any doubts so far? Clear, good. Okay. Now let me ask you, if in place of mod x plus mod y equals to k, equation given is mod of x minus 1 plus mod of y minus 2 equals k. Now what will be the shape? Now what will be shape of the diagram, graph? Good work there, Aditya. Thank you for helping others. Okay, so Harsh is doubtful. Same. Muskan says same. Abhishek को rectangle लग रहा है. क्यों rectangle लग रहा है, Abhishek? Exactly, good. That's a perfect answer. Imad Shatari. Nice. It will be exactly same shape. Only difference will be that its center will be shifted. See, in this case, the center was origin 0, 0. Right? X0, Y0. This was center. In this case, origin will be shifted now. What will be the origin now? What will be the origin now? It will be 1, 2. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. It will be just shifting of the graph. As we were discussing in the earlier case of graphs, same way, this center or origin of this graph will be shifting at 1, 2. कैसे पता लगा 1, 2? At which point this term will become 0? At x equals 1. Same way at y equals 2. So 1, 2 will be the center and exactly same shape will be there. Same shape means same side length and same area also. Same area also. Is it okay? Is it clear to everyone? Shall I proceed further? So far we have discussed the shape of the graph and area under the curve also, you can say, area bounded by the region. Now there's one more type of question which is asked in this. I told you earlier that how many integral points lie inside this graph. I repeat, how many integral points, or rather they are called lattice points. Basically the points whose coordinates are integers. I repeat, how many points lie within this region whose coordinates, both coordinates are integers. Okay? I guess Pranav, it is last live class, I guess, for algebra, because all your topics are over now. Okay, let's move fast. Some of you wanted to discuss about the greatest integer function as well, so I wish to cover that part also. Okay, so now the next point is number of points with integral coordinates inside. So on the boundary, can you tell me how many points are there? On the boundary, how many points are there? Somebody wrote, I think Aditya has written 4k. On the boundary, how many points are there? Varsha 4 तो ये vertices ही है ना. Other than that, also there would be some points here. 4 तो ये vertices ही हैं. Other than that, also there would be points ना, whose coordinates are integers. It's not infinite. Pritam, I am asking about those points whose coordinates are integers. That's an honest question. Subhajit is asking, कैसे निकालें? Okay, 4k is the right answer, Ashish. Good. Okay, let me tell you. Let me erase all this thing and let's do it again. Okay, so let me take an example of maybe x mod plus y mod equals 4. Let's talk about this only. So this point is 4, 0. This is 0, 4. Now can you find out how many more points will be there on this line whose both coordinates are integers? Please find out. You remember that equation for this line in this first quadrant is x plus y equals 4, isn't it? So how many more points are there on this line? How many more points are there on this line whose both coordinates are integers? Manya, you are not listening properly. I'm saying how many points are there whose both coordinates are integers, means x and y both are integers. Yes, 3 more, and including these two boundary, total 5. And what are those points? Please tell me, what are those points? What are their coordinates? That's quite easily visible, I guess. So when you take x equals 4, then y was 0, which we already pointed out here. Next would be x3 and y1, then x2 and y2, then x1, y3, and x0, then y4. These are total 5 points. So other than these 4, there are 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And they will be all, of course, equally spaced. They will be equally spaced. Is it fine? Okay, na? Exactly same way, in the second quadrant, again, there are 3 more points in between. No need to find their exact coordinates, but there will be exactly 3 more points other than these boundary ones. Same way here also and here also. Yes or no? So total, how many points are there? Yeah, how many integer solutions are there for this equation? Mod x plus mod y equals to 4. Now question would be like that. Number of integer solutions of x plus y equals to 4. What will be the answer? It is 16, not 12. 16. Fine, because we need to consider the boundary values, this corner values also. Arey Baba, this mod x plus mod y equals to 4, na? So we have to consider only these boundary points. So far, we'll move inside also, don't worry. But right now, this question is number of integer solutions of mod x plus mod y equals to 4. So I need to consider only these boundary values. Is it fine? Okay. Kashish, have you understood? Priyanka, okay, good. Clear to everyone so far? Okay, how did you count 16? Right now, you may have counted one by one, or we can say 3, 3, 3, 3, 12 plus 4, 16. That was also one of the ways. Generalize kaise kare? There can be various ways to generalize. There can be various ways. See, in place of 4, if it would have been 5, can you tell me total points kitne banenge? If it would have been 5. That's what we are discussing. Nakshatra, graph you know now. Yes, in case of x plus y equals to 5, that means mod x plus mod y equals to 5. I'm changing the value here. So this becomes 5, 5, and so on. Now the points will be how much? So starting from 5, 0, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, then 1, 4, and 0, 5. Now there will be 5 points. Total 6 points here. So total 20 points finally. Is it fine? Now how to count this? So now there will be 4 points in between 1, 2, 3, 4, and other than 2 boundary 1. Now how to count this? We can say it like this. This is one of the ways, as Imad has mentioned, that there will be k minus 1 point inside. So 4 times k minus 1 plus 4. This can be done. Or you can also take it like this. So consider this boundary point in one of the sides. So let me count it like this. If including this, I'm including this boundary point in this side, and then this next boundary point, next corner point in the next side, same way here and here. So there are 5 points, 5, 5, 5. So it is 4 times 5. 4 times 5. Exactly same way, when this k, so there will be k points, k, so total 4k. Is it okay? So there can be various ways to count. We can exclude the corner points, then count intermediate points, and then add those 4. That's okay. Or otherwise, as I just done, so don't repeat the corner points. So take one corner point in one other side and leave the other corner point. That's how we can do. So it is 4 plus, in this case, it is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That makes it 20. Or in general, when we are talking about k, so it would be k points, then another k, another k, another k. So total it would be 4k points. Is it okay so far? Diagram is looking beautiful. Dhanyavad, Kashish. Okay, coming back to the same value, x mod plus y mod equal to 5 only. ठीक है? 4 का मैंने 5 कर दिया इसको. Let's talk about this now. Now, in this place, mod x plus mod y equals to 5. If it asks about mod x plus mod y less than 5, now how the things will change? Now, how the things will change? Please tell me. Now, which points we want to find? Number of integer solutions of mod x plus mod y less than 5. Now, what we want to find? Which points we want to find? Yes, exactly. Inside this region now. Exactly. For this k equals to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wonderful. Wonderful. Exactly. And including 0 also. 0 you miss. Good. Good. Now we want to find inside points. So there will be what cases? Mod x plus mod y equals 4. Mod x plus mod y equals 3. Then 2. Then 1. And 0 also. Isn't it? So all these points will be considered now. Now without drawing, I think Nakshatra was asking, har baar diagram banana padega kya? It's not required. Now you know that. Answer bhi yaad hai. Ankit is writing answer. Okay. Okay, so let's count now. So in case of when mod x plus mod y equals to 4, how many points would be there? On this boundary only. Now I'm asking about equal part. How many points will be there? It will be 4 times 4. This is 4 times 4, 16. Right? 4 times 4, 16. Next, 4 times 3, that is 12. 4 times 2, that is 8. 4 times 1, that is 4. And in case of 0, there will be only 1 point. That is both x and y are 0. So now we can simply add them. It's not difficult. 16 plus 4, 20. 12 plus 8, 20. So 20, 20, 40, and 1, 41. Is it fine? ये special case हो गया, okay? Is it clear to everyone? Before moving further, let me ask you a question. You are to tell me number of integer solutions of x minus 1 mod plus y plus 3 mod less than equal to 5. Answer, please. This is the question. You have to tell me the number of integer solutions of this inequality. Mod of x minus 1 plus mod of y plus 3 is less than equal to 5. Rajrup, I'm discussing same thing only. Excellent. We have Harsh, Muskan, Srinidh. Good. Aditya. Subhankar. Wonderful, wonderful. So first thing, don't be scared of x minus 1. ये क्या करूँ? Y plus 3. Don't be scared. It is same as that of mod x plus mod y less than equal to 5. When it says less than equal to 5, that means there are 6 cases. That means there are 6 cases. What are those 6 cases? When mod x plus mod y was equal to 5, when it was equal to 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 or 0. When it was equal to 5, in that case, how many solutions were there? It was 4 times 5, right? Here, 4 times 4, 4 times 3, 4 times 2, 4 times 1. And in case of 0, always there is only one solution. So if we add them, this is 4 times 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is how much? 15. Let me write 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 and plus 1. So this is 15 times 4, 60 plus 1. That is 61. And by the way, right now we had already calculated 41. So we just needed to add those extra 20 cases. So 61 is the right answer. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, 41 plus 20, exactly. Anand Asthana ji, I discussed that this minus 1 extra is there, plus 3 extra is there. That doesn't make any difference in the shape of the graph, in the size of the graph. Shape is same and sizes, dimensions are also same. Only thing which changes is the center of this graph. That only center is going to shift, nothing else. Number of points remains same, area remains same, shape remains same, dimensions remain same. Is it fine? Good. Can I move further now? Can we say that origin will always be included? Yes, why not? If it is less than or less than equal to case. See, in this case, it is not origin. But origin will be shifted now. But there will be that single point which is not repeated 4 times. See, what you can understand in this shape of graph, except this central point, everything has been symmetrically 4 times. The 4 times symmetry. 4 times symmetry is there now. See, this region inside is 4 times. Whatever number of points are there, same lying here also. Whatever number of points are on this line, same here also. Whatever is this vertex, there are 4 vertices. So except this central point, all other things are coming exactly 4 times. So our answer is always going to be of the form a multiple of 4 plus 1. Our answer is going to be of the form always a multiple of 4 plus 1. ठीक है? धन्यवाद प्रीति जी, it's very nice to hear. She says algebra में मजा आ रहा है. Good. Okay, I think we should move further now. There are so many things to do. This was just first slide. Okay, I'm moving further now. There is one more variety of graph here which has been appeared in CAT. Karthik is asking 4k plus 1 कब होगा? अरे रट्टा मत मारो भाई, जाने दो. I'm just telling it is symmetrical 4 times. Every point except the central one is repeated 4 times. Symmetrically placed 4 times. This triangular region is coming 4 times, equal triangular. These sides, equal sides are coming 4 times. So except this origin, except the central point, all points are coming 4 times. So when we have to consider total number of points inside this region, that will always be multiple of 4 plus 1. That's what I said. Now this k is not that k. Don't be confused with this. This k is not same. Let me write it n. This is just multiple of 4 plus 1. That's what we said. And when this question appeared in CAT for the first time, in this and that time value was that only 4 in that case. और उसमें options कुछ ऐसे थे, something like this, 39, 40, 41, 42, something like that. So without actually calculating, just by observing the pattern, we could have identified that number of points should be 1 more than multiple of 4. So without solving, we could have answered it is going to be 41. ठीक है ना? That was that question was there once in CAT. The first time when it appeared. Yeah, Shubham, this plus 1 for this central point. It may not be origin always. It can be shifted like this in this particular case. But the central point के लिए ही extra plus 1 आया है. That's true. Okay. ठीक है. Enough discussions now. Let's move further. Now this is another graph. Graph for mod of x plus y plus mod of x minus y equals 2k. हाँ, that's a good question, Raghavendra. Raghavendra is asking अगर x और y का coefficient हो तो फिर क्या होगा? So then it will not remain a square. It will not remain a square. It will become a rhombus. Raghavendra, you can draw the diagram and then you can find out. Raghavendra is asking something like this. Let's say it is twice of x mod plus thrice of y mod equals, let's say 5. Suppose this is the case. So because these coefficients are different now, so in this case, the graph will not remain a square, it will become a rhombus. All 4 sides will still remain same. When x is 0, so something values you can get 5 by 3 and 5 by 2. So it will be something like this. Again, the method would remain same. Again, the method would remain same. We can easily calculate. But the shape will be this now. ठीक है ना, Raghavendra? Okay. Now coming to this part, mod of x plus y plus mod of x minus y equals 2k. In this case, the equation, when you simplify, again there will be 4 cases, and the 4 cases will give you x equals k, that's one line, x equals minus k, that's another line, y equals k, and y equals minus k. So basically the region bounded will be something like this. It will again become a square. So x equals k. This is the line x equals k. This is the line x equals minus k. Same way, this is the line y equals k. And this is the line y equals minus k. So this will be the shape. This will be the square shape. Okay. So the graph of this particular equation would be like this. I hope it is okay. Is it fine? If you open this modulus sign, so one when we are opening it as positive sign, so it will be 2x equals 2k. That means x equals to k. Okay. Same way, one time you will get x equals minus k, and same way y equals k and y equal to minus k also. Arey Vishal, open this modulus now. If you will open the modulus, one time you are going to put plus sign, other time you are going to put minus sign. So if I am going to put positive sign, positive of x plus y, positive of x minus y, so x plus x minus y will be cancelled. So 2x is 2k, which means x equals k. Same way, one time you will get x equals minus k, and similarly these two other values also. So these are the four lines, and bounded by these four lines, this is the region here now. Okay? So when it is talking about equal to, we are talking only about this boundary, and if it is asking about less than or equal to this, in that case we'll be getting the inside values also. Okay? Now, before moving any further, please tell me number of integral solutions for this equation. Number of integral solutions for this equation. See, it is equal to, so I need to only find for this boundary length. Number of integral solutions. On each line, how many points are there? See, excluding this boundary is coming from minus k to k. So as we did earlier, if I include one boundary, one corner vertex in one of the side only, so it will be k points here. Because minus k to k, total 2k plus 1 points ho gaye na. So leaving one boundary point, it will be 2k cases, 2k points. Same way, 2k here, and 2k here, and 2k here. So total 8k number of integral solutions. Fine. So 8k is the number of integral solutions. That's correct, Aditya. That's also you can do. So corner points you can add up later. Aditya, plus 8 नहीं करना था ना वहाँ पे? क्या किया? कुछ तो गड़बड़ किया, I think. ठीक है, this point is clear. Okay. What about the area of this region? Area bounded by this graph. 8k is the correct answer here. Now I'm asking about the area bounded by this graph. Rutuja, sir, how to know shape will be rhombus or square? Arey Baba, we have got the equations x equals k. You know what is the graph for x equals to k? That means x is having a constant value. Y can take any value. Y become positive or negative. X will remain k. So it is a vertical line parallel to y-axis. Same way, x equals to minus k. Also a vertical line parallel to x-axis. Okay? Gap between them is plus k minus k total 2k. So 2k is the gap between them. Same way here also. Y equals to k. Y equals to minus k. Okay, na? That's how we got this graph. It's a square shape. And all sides are equal. 2k, 2k, 2k. So area becomes area. So square of 2k, that is 4k square. Area is 4k square, that's correct. Good. Okay, अगर यहाँ पे भी वही बात करें, number of integral solutions for mod of x plus y plus mod of x minus y less than equal to 2k. Now number of integral solutions, please tell me. Now we need to consider internal points also, inside points also. Subrajit, minus k से लेकर k तक total how many points are there? Excluding this 0, k points on RHS right hand side, k points on left hand side, right? So total 2k plus 1 points in one line. So I'm leaving one boundary point, so remaining are 2k. Same way, 2k, 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 total 8k. Now I'm asking about less than equal to, अगर यहाँ पे 2k है, so I need to consider the internal points also. 17k कैसे आया? It's not correct. Not correct. 17k is not correct. Okay, if you want to find some particular value, let me change it. Let me take some numerical value. Let me make it some numerical value. Let's make it 10. Mod x plus mod y, mod of x plus y plus mod of x minus y is less than equal to 10. I'm making it 10. Now calculate. What will be the shape of the graph? Square. Shape of the graph is square, right? What is the side length of the square? What is side length of the square? हाँ प्रांजल उसी की बात कर रहा हूं. I've just changed the value to a numerical value. First tell me, this is a square. The shape is a square. What is the side length of this square? That's not correct. Love Krishna, you are close, but कुछ तो गड़बड़ किया यहाँ पे. Harsh is saying answer 441. Abhishek says 121. Okay. 121 is right, I guess. Yes, 121 is right. Okay, so when we are talking about mod x plus y and mod of x minus y is less than or equal to 10, so equations are going to be x equals 5, x equals to minus 5. So 5 comma 0 and minus 5 comma 0. That means the length of the square is going to be 10 units, isn't it? So there will be 11 points on each side. There will be 11 points on each side. Yes or no? There will be 11 points on each side. Yes or no? Is it clear? So 5 points on the right side of origin, 5 points before that, and 1 is the middle point also. So total 11 points. Is it okay? Yes, 11 points, right? So 11 points starting from here. So in this first line, there will be 11 points. Okay, that was at what coordinate? Y coordinate 5, right? Here y coordinate is 5. So then next would be y equals to 4 coordinate. When y would be 4, then also there will be 11 points. When y is equal to 3, again 11 points. Y is equal to 2, again 11 points. Y equals to 1, again 11 points. And y is equal to 0. Basically, from above origin, there will be 5 such lines having 11 points. Yes, exactly. That is 11 into 11. The final answer is basically 11 into 11. That is 121 points. That's correct. It was 11 into 11. That is 121 points. Similarly, in this value, if you are calculating, so on each line, there will be 2k plus 1 points. In each line, there will be 2k plus 1 points. And there would be 2k plus 1 such lines. So here answer would be 2k plus 1 whole square. Gunjan ji, there are 11 points in this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And when it is, when y equals to 5. ठीक है ना? When y equals 4, then also there are 11 points. Y equals to 3 also 11 points. Y equals 2 also 11 points. Y equals 1 also 11 points. And when y equals 0, then also 11 points. Right? So above origin, there were 5 cases. Below origin, there are again 5 cases. And this is the origin line also is there. Basically, that basic number line is also there. So total 11 times we are having 11 points. That makes it 11 times 11. Yes, matrix was the right word there. Somebody said that. Is it fine now? Already count koi nahi kiya hai. We haven't counted anything already. We are counting now total points within this region inclusive of boundary value. Less than or equal to 10 we are counting. So in all lines we are counting. When y is equal to 10, you just see graph here only. So what was the line? When y is equal to 0, then x can be from minus 5 to 5. See it like that. When y is equal to 5, then x is varying from minus 5 to 5. When y is 4, then also x lies from minus 5 to 5 and so on. So for each of the 11 possible values of y, x can also take 11 possible values. That's it. Arey formula bana diya na ye. But why do you want to remember formulae? I have said since many months, those who are attending since early classes, I always try to avoid formulae. We can create formulae, a lot of formulae, but who is going to remember them? And what is the need to do that? Okay, is it fine so far? Yalwachi Venkat Rao, I did it as 40 plus 32 plus 16. It's okay, it's fine. Chika, you can do it like this. If you counted here, then inside square, then inside. That's fine. That's fine. That can be done. That also can be done. That's perfect. Venkat, good. Chika, so I hope this part is both varieties of graphs are clear now. Gunjan, why didn't we do it like we did in the previous question? Gunjan ji, please just see 2 comments above. Venkat has used that same way. Venkat has used the same way. So when it is less than equal, when it is equal to 10, then equal to 9 and so on. Venkat has used the same way. But this is simpler here in my opinion. But it's your choice. What you are going to do, it's up to you. But it is simpler. That's why I prefer this one. Karthik says y is equal to 5 kyun liya? Because we know that the coordinates here are 0, 5 and 0, minus 5. These are the extreme limits here. Y can go up to maximum equals to 5, not more than that. Same way, lowest possible value for y is y equal to minus 5. So that's how we are considering all the possible values of y. Okay? Should we move further now? Bhaiyon, bahno, bahut kaam baki hai. Good question. Harsh is asking, sir, what about k equals to 9? So k is equal to 9 will not work here. In this case, if we make it equal to 9, that won't work here because then x won't be integral. So only even values are to be considered. So 10, then 8, now this equal to 10, equal to 8, equal to 4, 6, 4, 2, like that. And 0 also, of course. So only even values are to be considered here. ठीक है. Gunjan says, मेरा 221 आ रहा है ऐसे. कुछ mistake किया हुआ Gunjan, please recheck. Others have done it like that only and got the right answer. Manav Prakashan, sir, please explain how we are getting 11 points. Arey Baba, Manav ji, I'm just counting this original line. This is number line. Number line pe you can see minus 5, 0 up to 5, 0. Manav ji, please tell me how many points with integral coordinates you see within this boundary region. Minus 5, 0 se lekar 5, 0 tak. How many points are there? Isn't it 11? It is. Origin se aage 5 hai and before origin also there are 5 points. So 5 and 5, 10 and 1 origin. That's 11 points. Okay? Okay, let me move further now. There's so many things to cover, otherwise there will be some mispar. I don't want to miss anything. Let's move now. So, okay, some basic questions now. By the way, I have discussed all theory part which I had to discuss today. Now there are different varieties of questions which we are going to solve. Here's the first one for you. Please solve it on your own. Fast. गुंजन जी कह रही हैं I took a test के. गुंजन the same thing. हाँ GIF कराना है, इसके बाद करेंगे. अभिषेक, first solve these questions. After that we will discuss about the GIF also. Kanishk says अगर वो odd होता तो we could have written CBD ना. CBD नहीं, then it will be no solution ना. Now answer this question very carefully. It's very easy question, but very easily people do it wrong. Okay, I can see Komal says A and almost everyone else has written C so far. Okay, Srinidh also says A. हर्ष गुप्ता, हलवा में गड़बड़ ना हो जाए, आंसर बताइए. आकृति शर्मा, प्रियंका दुबे also says A. Good. राजकुमार जी D. हाँ, yes गुंजन, that's correct. नहीं, गुंजन को आंसर दे रहे हैं वो. हर्ष, हाँ, good. Thank you. Okay, let's solve it together now. You tell me how you are solving it. Somebody is getting B also. Okay, how you are solving this? How to go about this? कैसे करें? What is the way? Okay, Kanishk is answering -1/4 and -1/2. That's why their sum is being asked. That's how you're getting answer A. Okay. How to solve? Please tell me. Okay, two cases बनाया. बढ़िया. Subhajit is saying two cases बनाया. And two cases कैसे बनाया? Just opening this mod x as x or -x, right? These are the two cases. So mod x will be x, or we can take this mod x as -x. So these are the two cases. Okay, I hope you remember we discussed it last time. Ki when it is to be taken as x and when it is to be taken as -x. Can you tell me when we are to take mod x equal to x? When it is going to be x? Please tell me. What was the condition? Mod x will be x if x is positive, right? And it will be negative of x if x is negative. Remember? So that is an important point. We should not miss that. And suppose in the beginning you don't consider that, then it's okay, no problem. But finally, whatever values you are getting, then you should verify whether they satisfy or not. Otherwise, we can in the beginning only we can check this. So mod x is x, that means x is positive. Okay, now if I'm writing mod x as x, then my x should come out to be positive. Let's check. So if I'm writing mod x as x, that means x plus 3x plus 1 should be equal to 0. But x is positive, so positive plus positive plus positive, can it be equal to 0? Not possible. Not possible. This first case is not valid here. Second case, mod x is negative x, it means x is negative. That should come out to be negative. Let's see. So when mod x is negative x, yani ki minus x plus 3x plus 1 should be equal to 0, which means 2x should be equal to -1 or x should be equal to -1/2. So that is the only value possible. The question was find the sum of all the solutions of this equation. There's only one solution, -1/2 or -2/4. So option B is the right answer. Yes, Pranav, हलवा में जया था. Why option D, madam? Option B is -2/4. Shreya ji, I told you first, in the very first step only, we should consider when we are going to take mod x as x or -x. If you don't consider it, then always remember that whatever values you are getting, from here what you are going to get, that 4x plus 1 is 0, that means x equals -4, right? -1/4. So put them back and verify whether they satisfy or not. So this value doesn't satisfy, only this value satisfies. ठीक है? हाँ, नकली कॉन्फिडेंस तो टूट जाए अच्छा है नीता. See, as a teacher, it is my duty to shatter the false confidence. नकली कॉन्फिडेंस काम का नहीं है. And this question I remember I prepared it around 10-12 years ago in some other institute when I was working. So it has been copied here. Anyway. So the important learning point from here is that mod x, either we remember in the beginning only when it is to be taken as x, when it is to be taken negative, and if it is difficult to take this consideration in the beginning, then in the end we should verify whether the values satisfy or not. ठीक है? Then we should verify whether the values satisfy or not, because equations में खुद का दिमाग नहीं होता है. Equations don't have their own brain. कुछ ना कुछ solve होके आ जाएगा. So we need to verify whether it satisfies them or not. Kanishk ji, when we are considering x to be positive, then we are to consider mod x as x. So, but when I put this value here, so mod x is x, this is plus 3x plus 1. So positive plus positive plus positive will remain positive now. It cannot be equal to 0. That's why I didn't found the value of x here. But suppose if you didn't consider this consideration in the beginning, you just made the two cases like that, then simplify, you will get the value x equals -1/4. Now verify by putting this value back in this equation. So whether this equation satisfies, this value satisfy or not, then you can check it doesn't. Exactly, good point, Nita. So हमें basic condition हमेशा याद रखना है, use करना है. Okay, should we move further now? ठीक है, next one now. Yes, this type of question we have already done. Please solve this. You were saying k equal 4 or 1. Rashna says 13. अरे बेटा 13 कैसे हो सकता है? It is asking about what is minimum integral value of k where k is a perfect square. 13 is not a perfect square, Rashna. शुरू कैसे करें? Okay, 4 is not the right answer. 4 and 1 both are not right answer. ठीक है, let's try to understand. So fx is one graph and it is asking about fx minus k equals to 0 has two real roots. That's another thing. Yes, 9 is the right answer, Priyanka. Good, 9 is the right answer. Now see here. So fx, can you plot the graph for fx? Yes, we can do it. So on the number line, these are three critical points, 3, 6 and 11. 3, 6 is closer, only at a gap of 3, and 11 is a bit farther. Okay? Remember, this is the sum of the distances of x from these 3 points. So there are 3 persons living at these 3 different places. So if all of them are to assemble at this person 11's place, so what will be the sum of the distances traveled? This is 8 plus 5. That is 13, right? So the value of y here is 13. Let me plot it here. This value is 13. Let me write it here. This value is 13. Okay, na? And if I move one step further, then each of the 3 persons had to travel. So the graph will rapidly move high. So at one point, it will rise 3 steps. Okay, same way. At this point, if all the 3 are to assemble at this person's 3's house, so the distance to be traveled is 3 plus 8, that is 11. So 13 se kuch niche aa jayega, it will be 11 here. So this is 11. And again, it will be rising at same pace. Because whenever they are to move one step behind, all 3 need to move. And at this point 6, when all of them are assembling, so the distance to be traveled is 3 plus 5, that is 8. So this is 8. So the graph is something like this. These are straight lines here, like this. Fine. So this is the graph of fx. Yes, x is equal to 6 पे minimum distance था, सही बात है. That we have discussed earlier. It is just we have used that sum wala method that x lies at a distance, the distance of x from the point 3 and 6 and 11. That together, these are the values here. This is the graph. Now, how 11 and 13 came? Did you not attend Shubh, the previous class of Modulus where we discussed about distances? Okay, see, listen again. So there are 3 persons living at these 3 places, milestone 3, milestone 6, milestone 11. Now x can live anywhere. So where is x going to live? That's what we need to see. So if x lives at person 11's house only, so they also need to travel there. So these points just tells us the sum of the distances. So this person 11 doesn't need to travel any distance because x bhi yahi par hi hai. So this person 6 living at 6th place need to travel a distance of 5 units, and this person living at 3's point needs to travel a distance of 8 units. So total distance traveled, sum of these 3 values will be 8 plus 5, that is 13. Fine. Same way, if I move x one step further, so all 3 had to travel 1 unit distance further. So that's how this graph will be moving up rapidly. At every each point, y will increase by 3 units. Same way, I counted the value here and at this point. Okay, now next step. So this is the graph of fx. Question is asking about fx minus k has 2 equal roots. Now how to think about this? Now point is, when we say fx minus k equal to 0 has 2 points, we can say we are talking about fx equals k has 2 intersection points. Fine. Fx equal k has 2 intersection points. And we had discussed about this earlier also. This is one graph and this is another graph. Both are different graphs, you can say. So y is equal to this part and y is equal to this part. These are 2 different graphs. So y is equal to fx we have already drawn. Y is equal to fx already drawn. ठीक है. Now next step is y equals k. Can you tell me y equals k का ग्राफ कैसे बनता है? What is the shape of the graph when y is equal to k? Where k is some constant value. K is some constant value. What is the shape of the graph of y equals to k? Yes, I'm waiting for your comments. Yes, it is parallel to x-axis, straight line. Good. And what is our requirement? I need to select such value of k so that by equating the 2, there should be exactly two roots. That means there should be exactly two intersection points. So there should be exactly two intersection points. Can you think of smallest value of minimum value of k so that it intersect at exactly 2 points? And that value should be perfect square as well. That value should be perfect square as well. Yes, 8 के ऊपर 9 exactly. Good, Darshit. So 9 is the right answer here. Good. And suppose, is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? Nice. Rashna ji, y parallel to x-axis. Madam, y equals to k. That means k is a constant number here. तो y is saying x तू कुछ भी हो जा. X can take any value. Y will remain k. तो k कहीं पे भी है. तो x is 3, then also y is k. X is 6, then also y is k. X is 11, then also y is k. That means y will remain equal to k. That means it will make a line parallel to x-axis. Okay. एक बार फिर से बता दो, पक्का हो जाए. Yes, I'm asking another question now. Yes, two roots चाहिए इसलिए. Good, good. That was the key point. अच्छा, suppose it had been said कि this has exactly one real root. Now what will be the answer? Perfect square को हटा देते हैं. Perfect square को हटा देते हैं. One root अगर पूछा है तो what will be the answer? If it is asking about one root, yes, answer would be 8. Excellent. Excellent. Good. और ऐसे बोले कि has exactly zero real roots, no real roots, then what is the maximum integral value? Maximum integral value of k. Now answer this question. Zero real roots, you have to tell the maximum value of k. Exactly, wonderful. 7 is the right answer. So I request all those who have understood and who have answered correctly to all the three versions of this question, I request all of you, please help others after the class, not now. Okay. Priyanka Dubey, infinite kahe hoga bhai? You have to tell the integral value of k. I have specified maximum. So 7 will be the answer for the last one. Karthik ji, 9 was answer for the original question here. We wanted to have parallel lines such that which intersect this graph at exactly 2 points. Listen again, everyone, those who are having slight doubt here. I need to draw a line parallel to this x-axis, which is at a height of k units, right? Now, wherever I will draw it, above greater than 8, it will be intersecting at 2 points. 2 points. 2 points. Always it is going to intersect at 2 points. Yes or no? Always it is going to intersect at 2 points. Above 8. At 8, it is going to intersect exactly at 1 point. At 8, it is exactly going to intersect at 1 point. And below 8, it is not going to intersect the graph at all. Yes, 3 points is not possible. Will there be 3 points ever? No. There can't be 3 points. खुद ट्राई करने पे हो जाएगा गुंजन, don't worry. Just try to understand now and then apply it afterwards. Don't worry, you can understand. Now, the original question was said that 2 roots we want. So 2 roots means the value of x, k should be more than 8 for sure, right? And this k is integer and we want to have its minimum value, which is a perfect square. So greater than 8 perfect square कौन सा है? That was 9. Okay, ठीक है. It's already 8:30. Otherwise, that greater than the function will be missed. We should move further now. So we have discussed all possible varieties. So this idea was the distance function. We draw the graph, and then fx minus k equals to 0 means intersection of these two graphs must be having 2 points. 2 points as required, and accordingly we simplified it. Akriti says maximum नहीं समझ आया. Maximum कौन सा था? अरे वो तो मैंने वो बोला था ना. Akriti, I said that it is having 0 real roots. So 0 roots means k should be less than 8. Right? K should be less than 8. When I say 0 root, it means this means k should be less than 8. Fine. And then I'm asking what is the maximum integral value of k? So 8 से कम maximum integral value क्या होगी? It would be 7. That's how we did it. Less than 8 maximum integral value is 7 only, Anand. Is it understood? Akriti, Anand? Okay, धन्यवाद. I'm moving further now. One more question. That's an easy one now. Please do it fast. Please do it fast. Find the area of the region bounded by the graph. Mod of x minus 5 plus mod of y plus 3 equals 9. Answer fast. Ankit is asking something. जब हम zero real roots बोलते हैं, there has to be imaginary roots. It's not necessary, Ankit. There may be, but in this case, these were linear equations, so it was not possible to have imaginary roots here. It is not compulsory, by the way. Yes, 162 is the right answer. Riti, good. 36 कैसे है भाइयों बहनों? अरे क्या किया है? 162 should be the answer. Yes, 162 Tulika, that's correct. This graph we have already done, it is a square. With shifted origin. Origin is shifted to what point? 5 minus 3. Right? But that is of no importance here. So what are these points? So this is at 9 unit away, 9 and 9. So total 18 unit is this length and 18 is this one. So answer is simply half into 18 into 18. That is the area, which is 162. Good. Okay, I'm moving further now. Do this one. This is also again easy question. Find the area of the region enclosed by mod x plus mod y is less than 8 and x square plus y square more than 7. I hope you people know that x square plus y square equals r square. What does this equation represent? Do you know? What does this equation represent? Which graph is represented by this equation? It is a circle. It is a circle with origin 0, 0, with center 0, 0 and radius r. With center 0, 0 and radius r. Okay? Now answer this question. $154, Yukta says 10. Harsh says 106. I think 106 should be the answer. Let me check. Yes, 106 is the right answer. Good. You can use the value of pi. It is given here. Take the value of pi as 22 by 7. Take the value of pi as 22 by 7. Anirudh. Yes, 128 minus 22, that is 106. Aditya, क्या tough लग रहा है? I'm trying to answer each one of your query. If there is any doubt, you can certainly ask me. Yes, 106 is the right answer, and most of you have calculated correctly. So mod x plus mod y is less than 8. So this graph is a square or a diamond shape. So whose origin is center. Right, this origin is center, and these points are 8, 0 like that. 8, 0, 0, 8, minus 8, 0, and so on. So this area you can easily find out. This is 16, 16. So area is half of 16 square, which is 128. Okay, that is one point. Now second, x square plus y square is greater than 7. So x square plus y square equals to r square is equation of circle. So radius should be root 7. Less than root 7 means how much? It is less than 8 for sure. So it will be a smaller circle, something like this. Now our target is to find this area. Our objective is to figure out this area. So what is the area of the circle inside? So area of circle is pi r square, that is 22 by 7 into r square, and r square is 7. R square is 7. So area of circle is 22. So we just need to subtract this 22 from 128. So 106 is the right answer. And if you consider this as a difficult question, it's up to you. It's very easy. So algebra seems to be difficult for those who are fearful of the algebraic expressions. Don't be. It's easy part. Okay? Check, I'm moving further now. I hope it is clear. Chinmay, when it says greater than, that means outside the circle. Outside the circle, right? And when it says mod x plus mod y is less than 8, that means inside the square. That's how we are to figure out this area. Is it okay? R7 nahi hai, R square would be 7. See, x square plus y square is equal to root 7 square. That would be x square plus y square equal to 7. So that means it is a circle with radius root 7. Is it not? So now, but when it says it is more than 7, it means we are going outside the circle. We are going outside the circle. So we want to calculate area which is outside the circle. And same way, mod x plus mod y is equal to 8 was this square. And when I say it is less than 8, that means we want the area inside this. So we want to consider the area region enclosed by this and this. So which is outside the circle but inside the square. That's how we are calculating it. Yes, answer will be 106. Okay? Yes, pi key value 22 by 7, that is given here. Otherwise, you can answer in terms of pi also. Is it okay? I think enough of this modulus part. There are 2-3 more questions, by the way. This you can do it easily, fast. Please answer. Next question. Number of integer solutions for mod x plus mod y less than equals 6. Answer fast. Yes, 85 is right answer, Aditya. Good, we have done enough of these variety of questions now. There are 237 persons live. अरे 237 कमेंट तो कर दो भैया. Everyone has understood this. Pritam is asking why we took equal value. Which equal value, Pritam? Square वाले में क्या? Circle में? See, boundary line we consider negligible, na? That's why we take it equal. Okay, fine. Next one now. Okay, this is again small trap. जल्दी से करना. Don't get trapped inside. Please do it carefully. Akshay, that's correct. 21 times 4 plus 1. Good. Now do this question now. Pranav has come up with the answer 0. अक्षय शहरे क्वेश्चन नहीं समझा. क्या नहीं समझा क्वेश्चन में? These two equations are given with two variables. We have to find the value of x plus 2y. Now we need to consider whether x is positive or negative, y is positive or negative. Accordingly, we need to simplify. Yes, 4 cases बनाओ. That is one of the ways. 4 cases. Sure, use 4 cases and then simplify. Then see what satisfies. Okay, Aditya has found x is positive and y is negative. But you need to check which one satisfies. Okay, let's see. I think someone did very fast. Pranav ने पहले किया था, I think. उससे पहले भी किसी ने किया था. Pranav was the first one. Then Anurag says 0. So how did you solve it? Did you make 4 cases or any faster way? Any faster way? ये PYQ है ना? I don't remember. Maybe हो सकता है. Four cases कर सकते हैं. Pranav, did you discuss all the 4 cases? Did you check all the 4 cases? Then 4 cases. Okay, most of you did 4 cases. Faster way. See, what is coming to my mind? That's what I'm saying. 4 cases banana could be tedious just by thinking कि 4 cases बनाने पड़ेंगे. It looks a bit tedious. So I want to avoid that. So for that, what I'm doing, what is coming to my mind, I'm telling you. See, I want to use both of those equations together so that I can find the simultaneous solutions. What I'm doing is I am multiplying this equation by 3. If I multiply this first equation by 3, so it would be 9x plus 6 times mod y plus 3y equals 21. Is it fine? ठीक है ना? And in this equation, why I have done this? Because this equation also has 3y. So let it be remain as it is. So x plus mod x plus 3y equals 1. Now let's subtract them. Why I'm subtracting? So 3y would be cancelled. So this minus, minus, minus. So this would be cancelled. So I'm having now 8x plus 6 times mod y minus mod of x equals 20. कुछ फायदा होगा इससे क्या? Let's check. So for y I'm having only this positive term. Mod y is going to be positive only. So if I consider x to also be positive, if x is also positive, so this will become 7x plus 6y equals 20. It may be 2. पता नहीं. एक मिनट wait. And if I consider x to be negative, नहीं कुछ खास फायदा नहीं हुआ. By making 4 cases and negating, that is one of the ways. Not very difficult though. I wish to avoid that. X will always be non-negative. X cannot be negative. Why? If I take x to be negative, what will happen? If I take x to be negative, this will remain 8x. This will become plus x. So 9x. Now this is not helping. This case is not helping. Let me erase this. I wish to avoid erase some part here. I think from here only we can see if x is negative, See, if x is negative, then mod x will be minus x. Now, let's do that. If x is negative, then mod x will be minus x. So x minus x will be 0. So we will get 3y equals 1, and that is y equals 1 by 3. Is this point okay? Please tell me, is this point okay? I'm trying to avoid 4 cases, Rashna. 4 cases is not difficult. That can be done, but I'm trying to avoid that. Now see here, if x is negative, in that case, this will be x and minus x. That will be cancelled. So 3y1, y equals 1 by 3. Is it fine? Right? This is fine. Okay. Now putting y equal to 1 by 3 in this equation, I want to check whether x comes out to be negative or not. That would make it clear. So if x is negative or not. Okay, na? So by putting 1 by 3 here, value of y, let's see. So to 3x plus 2 times mod of y will remain 1 by 3. So 2 by 3 plus y 1 by 3 equals 7, which means 3x plus 1 equals 7. 3x equals 6, x comes out to be 2. But we assumed x to be negative. So this case is not possible. Confirm? This case is not possible. Okay. So x is not negative for sure. Positive se pehle let's consider x0 also. Let's consider x0 also. So if x is 0, then what happens? If x is 0, then again y equals 1 by 3. And at y equal to 1 by 3, we have just checked x is not equal to 0. So this case is also not possible. So it now confirms x is certainly positive. It confirms now that x is certainly positive. Okay, na? So it is confirmed now x is certainly positive. Now at x is positive, now then we can see what about y. Now easily we can see the cases about y comes out to be what values. So basically we have to check the values. So let's solve it completely. X is positive, that we have got to know. Now what about y? X is positive, so I can say it is 2x plus 3y. This equation becomes 2x plus 3y equals 1. Because x is positive, that's what we have seen. Now see here, let's consider the same thing for y also. If y is positive, then this will be 2y plus y, that is 3y, and this is also 3y. If y is also positive, then this would be 3y, and this is also 3y. So 2x plus 3y is 1, 3x plus 3y is 7. That will give you the value of x to be 6. And if we take value of x to be 6, let's see. I'm assuming now if y is positive, basically all cases we are making only. If y is positive, in that case it becomes 2y plus y, that is 3y. So 3x plus 3y equals 7, and this 2x plus 3y was equal to 1. That gives you x equals 6, right? And if x equals 6, let's put it back to find the value of y in this equation only. X equal to maybe x equal to 6 if I put here, so y will not be positive basically. If I put x equal to 6 here, y will not be positive. So this case is not valid. It confirms that y is negative. It confirms that now y is negative. Now we have got our equations. So this equation comes out to be, this is minus 2y plus y will make it minus y. So 3x minus y equals 7, and this was 2x plus 3y equals 1, and we already know x is greater than 0, y is less than 0. Now we can simplify to find the values. How to simplify now? Now I can multiply this with 3 and just add them. So minus 3y plus 3y will cancel. 9x plus 2x, that will be 11x, is equal to 21 plus 1, that is 22. So x comes out to be 2, which is positive as required. And now putting back this value of x in this equation only. So 3 into 2, 6. 6, 1 subtracted from 7, it will be 1. So y comes out to be minus 1, which is negative. Fine. So these are the values. X is 2, y is minus 1, and we can find the answer now. So we need to make cases only. We had to make cases only. I was trying to avoid to make cases, but I had to check all the cases. X negative or positive, y negative or positive. I had to check all the cases. Anyway, so this is the conclusion now. X is positive, y is negative, and we got our answers as x is exactly 2, y equals to minus 1. So by putting these values, we can find the answer. X is 2 and y is minus 1. That means it's minus 2. So yes, answer is 0. Many of you have already got that. Okay, so time is running fast. So there is, I think, 1 or 2 more questions. You can take a screenshot for that. That's an easy question. You can take a screenshot of that. That can act as your homework, because only 5 minutes are remaining. I wish to discuss about that greatest integer function as well. Take a screenshot for this. This will act as your homework. And I think there's one more question after that. Taken? I'm moving now. Those who have not taken, you can take it afterwards also. It is the graph for same thing. Now this is another question. This is again an easy question, but you can take a screenshot and try to solve it later. Just copy this question also. And I think there's one more question now. Yes, this one. That's a very easy question, but you can take a screenshot. And one more. Yes, this is the last one. Okay, so 4 questions here for you as homework. You can solve them and post your answers in the group. Okay, now let's quickly talk about that greatest integer function. So greatest integer function, it is also known as floor function. It is also known as floor function. It is normally denoted by the square brackets. It is normally represented by the square brackets. Now, what does it mean? Now, please try to understand it fast. Don't का काम है. There is no separate class for this. Some of you are asked. That's why I am discussing. Otherwise, there was no point. If you wish to discuss it now, it's very simple thing. It's very simple thing and very short thing. ज़्यादा लंबा काम नहीं है इसके अंदर. कर लेते. It will take just 2-3 minutes. Step graph. Those who have studied mathematics in 11th class, so 11th class में as a step function you may have done that. Anyway, this is a very simple part. This is a simple part. Okay, so it tells us the greatest integer value. It gives always the greatest integer value. So if I put x inside, x is any number here, any real number here. So this greatest integer value will always result in an integer. This value is always going to be integer. What type of integer? Greatest integer, which is less than or equal to x. That's it. You just need to understand this part. This greatest integer of x is always an integer less than or equal to x. Yes, Kanishk has given the example. That's true. 4.19. Let me write that part only. So if I take x to be 4.19, if this is the value of x, so this is not an integer. So, but if I use this greatest integer function here, I use this bracket. Now this result will be greatest integer, which is equal to 4.19 or less than that. Now, because this is not an integer, so can you tell me what is the greatest integer which is less than this? What is the greatest integer less than this? It is equal to 4. Right? So 4 is the answer here. Greater than or equal to, I have written that. It will be equal to x when x is an integer. If x is not an integer, in that case, what? We need to look for the next largest possible integer, less than that. Okay, now see on the number line. If I go about number line, so number line, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 4.19 lies somewhere ahead of 4. It lies ahead of 4. So greatest integer value will always be just before that. If it is not an integer, so greatest integer will be just previous integer. That is 4 in this case. Okay, so that means 4 is the integral part. If this is the integral part of this number, so then what about the remaining value? What about the remaining value? That is called the fractional part. That is called the fractional part of the number. So that means this 4.19 is equal to 4 plus 0.19. This 0.19 is considered as fractional part of the number. Is it fine so far? Let me ask you one more value. Can you tell me minus 4.19, let's say. What will be the greatest integral value for this? Minus 4.19. Aditya says minus 3 and Shaurya says minus 5. Some of you are saying minus 3, minus 5. सोच के बताओ. See, minus 4.19. So on the number line, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, like that. So minus 4.19 का क्या मतलब है? It will lie between minus 4 and minus 5 somewhere. Right? So minus 4.19 will lie somewhere between minus 4 and minus 5, right? Now, remember what was the meaning of this greatest integer function? We need to look for the greatest integer less than this on the left side. So minus 5 is the right value. Minus 5 is the right value. Okay? And what about the remaining gap? This is the fractional part of the number. So this is minus 5. So what will be the fractional part here? That means minus 4.19 can be written as minus 5. What is the fractional part remaining now? It is positive 0.81. So the important key point here is this fractional part of the number is always known negative. I repeat, fractional part is always known negative. So this is x. So x can always be written as its integral part, greatest integral part, plus fractional part. For fractional part, sometimes these curly brackets are used. So this is, we can write like this also, integral part plus fractional part. So this fractional part, the important point here is, this fractional part is always greater than equal to 0, but less than 1. This is the important point here. Okay, fractional part is never negative. Fractional part is never negative. Is it clear? Is this basic part clear to everyone? Now let me just ask you quick 1 or 2 questions that will solidify the concept. यहाँ तक clear सभी को कोई doubt नहीं ना? Okay. Now answer this question. If I give you that integral part of x plus fractional part of y is equal to 3.2, and now fractional part of x plus integral part of y equals maybe 2.7. Question is, tell me the value of x minus y. These brackets have their usual meanings. This square bracket represents the greatest integer function, and this curly brackets is the fractional part. इसका application कहाँ होगा? Questions solve करने में, प्रीतम. These are the questions, and you get direct questions on the basis of this topic. Excellent, Anirudh. That's the correct answer. Good. चिन्मय, मेरा एक क्लास का पेमेंट बाकी है फिर. 1.5 is the right answer. Good. Most of you have found. See, it looks like equation, but it is not. It looks like equation, but it is not actually. कैसे पता why it is not equation? Because in this first equation, integral part is x and fractional part of y is integral part of x and fractional part of y. That is coming out to be 3.2. That means, can you tell me what is the integral part of x? It has to be 3. It is exactly 3. And the fractional part of y, it is exactly 0.2. ठीक है ना? Now similarly, in the second equation, this fractional part of x is exactly 0.7. And this integral part of y is nothing but 2. So x and y, x is 3.7 and y is this 2.2. So the required answer here is 1.5. ठीक है? Okay, just last question for now. Question is, you have to tell me the value of x given that x times integral part of x is equal to 28. X into integral part of x is equal to 28. कृष्ण बजाज स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में पूछते तो 1 होता. Yes, that's correct, Krishna. Right now, answer this one. X into integral part of x equals 28. You have to find the value of x. Accident, Anirudh, that's correct. You have to find the value of x, Harsh. Anirudh has already found that. Anirudh, can you share your thought process? How did you approach this question? Yes, Ashish, I have already confirmed that 5.6 is the right answer. Anirudh says x will be near root of 25. Good. Yes. Okay, let me explain now. Listen carefully, everyone. See, first tell me everything. Can x be an integer? If x had been an integer, let's say if x had been an integer, so x is an integer and this is also integer, so it must be same. So this must have been a perfect square. But 28 is not a perfect square, right? 28 is not a perfect square. So it confirms that x is having some fractional part, isn't it? So it is not possible to be an integer. X is having some fractional part. So I can surely say that x square, not x square, what should I say? Because 28 basically, let me write like this. This 28 lies between 5 square and 6 square. है ना? So x must lie between 5 and 6. Yes or no? X must lie between 5 and 6. Is that point clear? Because 28 is not a perfect square, it confirms x is not an integer. So because 28 lies between 5 square and 6 square, so x must lie between 5 and 6, right? So if x is 5 point something, then what will be the integral value of x? So integral value of x would be 5, right? If x is 5 point something, so then integral value of x should be 5. So 5x should come out to be 28, which means x should be equal to 28 by 5, which is 5.6. So that is the right answer. Okay? Now tell me one more thing. I have assumed something here. Why did I say that x must lie between 5 and 6? Is there some other case possible? I need to give you another value. Try to answer this one. X into greatest integer of x equals 24. In place of 28, now I'm asking 24. Try to answer this one now. Exactly, love. That was the point. Both could have been negative also. Good. Try to answer this one now. Karthik, we took now that x lies between 5 and 6, so greatest integral value of x would be how much then? It would be 5, na? When x is 5 point something, its integral part would be 5. So 5 into x should be equal to 28. That's how we got it. Now answer this one. It is equal to 24. Kanishk, 5.8 does not satisfy, you can check it. If x would have been 5.8 in this case, so its integral part would be 5, and 5.8 into 5 will be more than 24 for sure. Nitin Verma says 4.8. 4.8 is it correct? Let's check. अगर ये 4.8 होता, it is not correct. 4.8. Minus 4.8 is correct. Good. Minus 4.8. Harshit, that's correct. Yes, Shilpi. Good. Minus 4.8 is correct. See, I'm coming back here. As I said earlier, that I assumed here that x lies between 5 and 6. It was possible that x is positive 5 point something or negative 5 point something as well. So positive 5 point something gave us this value, but negative will not give any value here. Similarly, in this case, 24 is also not a perfect square. This 24 lies between two perfect squares. Which one? That is 25 and 16, which is basically 4 square and 5 square. So x must be 4 point something, either positive or negative. Right? X must be positive 4 point something or negative 4 point something. So if I take first case positive 4 point something, if x is positive 4 point something, then its integral value would be 4. And by putting that 4, we get this 4 into x is 24, which means x equal to 6. Not possible because our assumption was x should be 4 point something. The other case, when we take x to be minus 4 point something, in that case, what will be the integral part? It is minus 5, right? Now putting this value here, minus 5x, it is minus 5x, it comes out to be 24, which means x is 24 by minus 5, that is minus 4.8, which is as per our assumption. So this is the right answer. Okay, so we shall end it here. So you have discussed the basic idea of what is greater than is a function, what does it mean, and this fractional part is always positive, and it is always less than 1, and we have just did 2-3 questions also to clarify it. Okay, so I'm ending it here, and as we discussed earlier, this was our last live class for algebra. So practice the questions. It is not difficult, although it is mathematical, like your arithmetic or your other topic. It was mathematical. Yes, we are ending it here. Just 12 minutes ज़्यादा हो गया है. I'm sorry for that, and I appreciate your patience that you are still here. I guess around 30, 40, 50 students have already left. Anyway, so that's enough for the day. Thank you, everyone. So we shall meet now for the next topic. I guess next topic would be your permutation and combination from next week. And before that, I think you are also having algebra marathon this Sunday. Okay. Thank you everyone. Good night. कब तक हो जाएगा सिलेबस? हो तो गया. अब तो there are only 2 topics remaining: geometry and permutation combination. So in this June month, it should be over completely. सारा अब समझ आया. गुड, धन्यवाद. आदित्य, मैराथन कौन लेगा? I'm not sure. Perhaps I will also be a part of this. I'm not sure whether there are other teachers as well. Tulika. Probability is a part of that PNC only. PNC probability is a combined unit. Ashani. That will be told to you. Whether you want to take it by Koshal sir, Jeet sir, or कौन है, Dipanshu sir, or Pandey sir, Abbas sir, whatever. Modern maths के नाम पे Priyanka, you have PNC probability only. Set theory you have already done. Set theory is also considered in the part of modern maths. So set theory you have already done in your, I think, this LRDA part, है ना? Arithmetic marathon is most probably on Sunday, Rutuja. प्रणव says कि डेमो दे दो सभी सर एक टॉपिक के. पढ़ नहीं चुके हैं एक टॉपिक? सभी काफी लोगों ने सेम टॉपिक पढ़ा है, ऐसा नहीं है. You can check out the videos. There are some videos on YouTube also, I guess. Okay, let's end it here. हाँ, पहले अरिथमेटिक का ही होगा. It is arithmetic marathon I am talking about. Algebra उसके बाद ही होगा कभी. I have this information that Sunday को होना है, but you will be getting the exact information accordingly. Don't worry about that. So whatever information I was having, that's what I was sharing. That is Sunday algebra, sorry not algebra, arithmetic marathon would be there. Fractional part can never be negative. तुलिका minus 4.8 में fractional part कितना हुआ? We discussed here ना this example. So minus 4.8 के लिए minus 5 is the integral part and 0.2 positive 0.2 would be the fractional part, not negative. Preetam Roy, what is marathon class? Marathon class is just revision class. Means for arithmetic marathon would be questions from all topics of arithmetic. There's a practice session, live practice session you can say. All the subtopics in one go. Yes, that's correct words, Pranav. Good. हाँ, दौड़ना है. Yes, fast. You will be solving questions fast. ठीक है. So let me end it here. Tulika, I hope your doubt is clear. ठीक है. So I'm ending this live session now. Thank you.